Hello everyone. For the electric scooter case study, the first question to be answered is the company wants to do an analysis of the app and what it needs to improve in it. Mind map the top 10 features you would want in the app for electric scooter and explain which are the top 5 features which would be most useful and why. Now, if the company wants to do an analysis of the app, what it needs to improve is firstly the real-time performance monitoring. We need real-time performance consumption display at a corner of the screen. And then another thing to be added is optimized efficiency analytics. And last is the power usage patterns. These are really necessary to be on the screen. The second feature to add will be battery management system. One of the most required feature in it can be remaining distance and battery percentage display at the bottom of the screen. Another must-have things in it will be accurate charge levels. The last thing to add in the this is battery health diagnostics to address the complaint of charging taking longer with more usage. The third feature to add will be navigation and location services. One of the most attractive feature will be adding a GPS tracking for user to know where he or she is right now. We can also use Google Maps for good navigation. One of the most important feature to add will be charging station finder. Also the route optimization for energy efficiency. The fourth feature to be added will be the user authentication and profile management. Sign up for the user should be with the encryption. Uh, in the application, user should be able to design his her profile according to themselves, how they want it. The next will be personalized riding preferences and advanced riding options. The fifth feature to add will be ride control and settings. This will include easy ride mode with touchscreen integration, easy speed and acceleration adjustments. Then we'll move to the sixth feature, which will be vehicle diagnostics and maintenance. If we look at the feedback, then error ride mode selection through touchscreen interface is the one. Maintenance calendar is another required feature. Also, the needed feature will be component health monitoring, so we can detect the faulty part. The seventh feature to add will be document storage and management. In this feature, we must include the secure storage for registration, insurance, and other documents. Second, it will be capture functionality for easy document addition. And third and last will be expiration of document reminder would be important feature to add under this so that the user it will be easy for user to take the vehicle for the servicing. The eighth feature to add will be social and community feature. Ride and route sharing capabilities will be one of the most creative feature to add, and fault troubleshooting feature is must. The ninth feature to add will be a notification system, which will include custom alert management system. Then service and maintenance reminder notification, these are must, and software update notifications. The 10th and last feature to add will be dashboard customization. User configurable interface elements should be there in it, and speed central display, and lastly accessibility feature for different user needs. So the second question is, what are some of the design considerations you would have for designing the storage feature, and what will you need to consider for security of documents while designing the architecture? So some of the design consideration I would have for designing the storage feature and consideration for security of the document while designing architecture is first one is internal and external storage. It's highly necessary that we store the sensitive documents in external memory, as then any application with read-only external memory permission will be able to access them. Okay, so the second thing to consider will be cloud-based primary storage, which is implementing a secure cloud infrastructure similar to established document storage service will help. Also, documents should be stored primarily in encrypted storage, cloud storage. And the third will be multiple layered encryption. It will be great approach to implement multiple tiered encryption based on document sensitivity, which will even gather people's trust in product and also make the product more dominant in the competition. The best if we use industry standard encryption AES 256 for data and rest. The next thing will be authentication and access control. For if there is a use of multiple devices, we need the smart two-factor authentication, perform description operation on client side rather than server. Another great thing to add will be biometric authentication for users accessibility. The next thing will be data protection mechanism, implementing secure data transmission using HTTPS and TLS protocols, ensuring maintenance of clean data, creation of secure deletion procedures. Then the next will be document management feature. This will come under the user experience domain, simple capture functionality, which will allow user to take picture of documents using phone camera, or an option to upload from camera roll to another file or file storage application. Another best feature will be to add notes in it. The next will be the integration with vehicle dashboard, secured synchronization between mobile application and scooter dashboard, temporary document access with automatic deadlines. Then the second last feature will be the backend infrastructure. Must needed is must needed and is dedicated document storage servers with regular security audits, encrypted database designed with strict access control is must. The last thing to add will be client-side implementation. This will include local encrypted cache for frequently used documents, minimal storage of sensitive information, and lastly, secure key storage using device-specific security features.
So, hello everyone. In this video, I am going to talk about the potential issues which an electric scooter uh, company faces while developing their product. So, the first issue is clumsy UI and difficult to use for the users. So, for the potential reasons might be first is inconsistent UI elements. People might get confused while using the app when the interface or the app uses different styles or different icons. Like, for example, on the home screen, there is a check battery status button which is in the square box and in the blue color, but the same button is in the settings in the round and in the white color or maybe different color. So it is get confusing for the users in the entire UI interface. The second issue is navigation issue. Means if app menus like back button or search options. So as we all know, search option is very essential button in the app because it will help to users. It will help users to navigate through the app. So if the search button is not where it's supposed to be, or it is in the different format or in different color, different style, so people might get confused with it, and might cause difficulty for them. And the third issue is the lack of hierarchy. A clear visual hierarchy is required for good visual appearance. Like, for example, heading should be large, subheading should be smaller than the heading, and the paragraph below it should be smaller than the subheading. So this is the basic format for hierarchy. So if in that app the format is not followed, then it can create disturbances for the users. So this is about the first issue. Now let's take second issue. Second issue is the scooter is heavier than the competitors. So I think the potential reasons might be the use of heavier materials. So to develop an electric scooter, we have to use material for its main body, main frame. So if we use heavier material, it will automatically increases its cost or also its weight. So heavier materials like steel. So we have to check if other lightweight materials are also capable of that mainframe. So lightweight materials like aluminum. So it causes around 15 kg for the main body, and if we use a steel material, it will weighs around 22 kg. So that is reduced in weight. The second is insufficient design. The scooter may have bulky design which adds more weight and more cost to the entire product development, causing difficulty for users. For example, extra large seat compartment or the large body. Now let's see test scenarios for first issue, which is clumsy UI. First is UI consistency check. So make sure all the fonts, buttons and icons are consistent all over the app. The second is user navigation test. Check how the new user can navigate through the app. Third is feedback. Before launching the updates or before launching the app, take feedbacks from customers or even your company members for good UI experience. Then let's see test scenarios for second issue. First is weight comparison test. Compare with competitor models to ensure a good design management. The second is material test. Check quality and the strength of the lightweight material. Because as we are using lightweight materials, it affects the strength of that main frame. So we also have to check the strength test or the strength of that lightweight material. This is all about the issues. Now let's talk about product development planning strategies. So first is inside out planning. So in inside out planning, company develops product based on what it has. Means creating something from what you have at your side. Means like it depends on the company's internal capability, workforce, or we can say expertise, or intelligent people, intelligent employees, or tools they have. So for electric scooter development, it includes, if your company has a strong engineering team, use them to design a powerful and a safe scooter. Use your own app developers to build a scooter app for navigation, battery status, and ride history. And also focus on the internal testing and use your own employees to test the prototype before launching that product. Then examples are like internal riders test acceleration or app syncing, uh, use of current technical team, test within the company, upgrade what it really needs to be fixing, then tell current customers through marketing, use feedback from inside of the company. So this is about inside out strategy. Let's talk about outside in planning or outside in strategy. This planning focuses on understanding customers and market before developing a particular product. Means it is like what user wants or what user needs, and then we are making from that needs. So for this, main part is customer feedback and the market survey. Product is built on the customers and market's perspective for better understanding. So in the scooter development, it involves user survey, what they like.
So the question was, based on the list of 10 features you have selected, do the relative priority exercise to mark them from P1/P2 and then from 1 to 10 and explain what you have decided those priorities. So P1 feature must have. So battery management, which is on first rank. So the battery is very important. Its range, safety, the touch with the user, and it is very important. The second thing is real-time performance monitoring, knowing the power usage and regenerative braking, enhance driving efficiency and energy awareness. So the next is at rank 3 I have put navigation and location services. The GPS and route optimization are critical to travel efficiency and charging station locations, which are very important. So at fourth rank, it's vehicle diagnostics and maintenance. So it's also important that we should be able to maintain the vehicle. There should be next is a notification. So the notification should be there for maintenance, safety. At number 6, where there is ride control and settings. So central to riding experience, controls such as speed, acceleration, and ride modes are to be expected. So P2 features important improvements, user authentication and profile management. There should be personalization and multi-device experience, but the system can live without it in MVP. Dashboard customization. There should be dashboard can should be customizable, and at rank ninth, documentation, storage, and management. So there should be storage of the documents like DL, insurance, RC, etc. And last is the social and community feature, valuable for community interaction and crowdsourced support, but not essential to core functionality. The next question is, the company is collecting the data in the cloud already, but have had performance issue to update. Collect the data and update the app. What can be the reasons for that, and what would need to be improved for the data integration for from the vehicle to the cloud and send the data post analysis to the app. First, the reason. There can be a large data volume and complexity. The vehicle create enormous amount of data from sensor and equipments. Streaming all this data to the cloud can delay network and retard analytics, causing data availability and app update delays. Limited and limited connectivity. So, automobiles connectivity is usually based on the cellular networks, which are slow in some areas, leading to delayed transmission and unsuccessful updates. Third is data standardization and interoperability problems. The vehicle and backend systems can have varied data formats, making integration and synchronization difficult and prone to errors. Security overheads. The multiple encrypted layers and complicated authentications can introduce complication overhead, further slowing down the process if not optimized. So next is what we can improve in the systems for security and data integration. The data gathering and transportation, the utilization middleware technology or integration performance to provide automation and synchronization of the data movement between vehicle, cloud, and app, achieving data integrity or minimizing human interface. Storage and buffering. Utilizing a cloud based primary storage with inherent encryption to store sensitive documents and data, supporting scalability and security. Preventing storage sensitivity in external storage consumable by other applications. Use secure internal and cloud storage with access control instead. Data security and access control. Implement role based access control and two factor authentication with the support for biometric authentication for user login. Perform decryption on the client side whenever possible to avoid exposure as much on the server. Data standardization. Implement data standardization protocols to standardize data format across the vehicle systems and backend platforms, supporting seamless integration and minimizing errors. User experience and document management. Offer user friendly document management functionality in the app, including the document capture, upload, and annotation, ensuring that all the process are logged securely and access controlled.
Hello everyone, I am Siddhi Gonda Patel. The first question I am answering is, the company would like the app to have intelligence and provide recommendations to the driver. What kind of data should the app collect from the vehicle and what kind of recommendations can be done? Is there a possibility to use ML or AI for this analysis, and if so, what can be the use cost? So, to make sure the new electric scooter become more smarter and more user friendly, the app needs to collect useful information. The useful information includes the battery percentage, how often how long the scooter is charged, how fast the charge drains, and how it performs under different conditions like hilly terrain or rough roads. It's always useful to track things like how aggressively the rider brakes or accelerates, how far and how fast they typically ride, the type of terrain they travel, and their daily travel pattern. Even environmental details like weather and temperature can play a role, since they can impact battery performance. On the app side, knowing how users interact with the app, what features they use the most or what they tend to ignore, can help to share a better user interface experience using AI and machine learning as well. The app could learn from each rider's habits to give personalized tips, predict when parts might need maintenance, or adjust the interface based on what the user uses the most. All these smart features can really improve the overall experience, reduce complaints, as well as give the company an edge over competitors, especially when they are aiming to increase sales, when they are when they want to grow their profits and still keep the price of the scooter the same. Next question I will be answering is, what can be the business and operational metrics and measurements the company can use for the new version of the vehicle and the goal they have for it? To know if the new electric scooter is doing well, the company needs to keep track of both business and day-to-day working numbers. On the business side, they should check how much money they are making from each scooter and try to move from losing 10% per vehicle to earning a 10% profit. They also want to sell 50% more scooters in the first 6 months according to the case study, and go from being fourth in the market to at least second. Other thing to watch include how fast it costs to get a new customer, how long people stay loyal to the brand, and how often scooters are returned. For operations, the focus should be on building good quality scooter that don't need fixing after they come off the line. The company should try to keep problems low and fix any issues quickly when they come up. Deliveries should be on time, and even though they are adding new features, the cost to make each scooter should not go up too much. Since people earlier complained about charging on the app, the new version should charge fully in under 4 hours, and the app should be smoother, clear, and helpful with features like Google Maps, document storage, and up to date information. It's also helpful to collect customer feedback and track how they use the app to keep improving. By keeping an eye on these simple but important things, the company can improve customer satisfaction, grow sales, as well as finally make a profit, all without raising the price of the scooter. Thank you.